Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make fresh fruit popsicles, which means we're only going to be using fresh fruit. Now, there is an exception though. If after we mix it up, it's not quite sweet enough, we can add a little bit of honey, but that's up to you. So this is a great dish or a great recipe for kids to make. Great way to make something healthy for them and get some fresh fruit into their diet. And I'm Rockin' Robin, and I'm going to show you how to do it right after this. Before we start, I just want to mention that you can use any fruit that you like to make your popsicles. I'm going to show you what I'm going to use, and then I'm also going to show you the equipment that we're going to need in order to make them. For our equipment, we're going to need a blender. I have a high-speed blender here, and I love it. We'll also need some popsicle molds. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of tips if you don't have a mold and you want to go out and get one. So here's what you look for. You want to look for popsicle molds that each section comes out individually instead of some of them are all together, molded together, and you have to take 6 out at once. That's the first thing. The second thing is, it'd be nice if mine were clear instead of pink. That way I can see when I put my fruit in there, I can see how things look. Not a big deal, but just something to think about. The last thing I want to show you is when you're looking for a mold, I think it'd be better if mine are flat here, and so when the popsicle melts, all the juice just kind of rolls down my hand. And if you had the kind that has a little cup, it'll keep it, in place and you're not going to have a big mess. So just some things to consider. All right, so now let's go over our fruit. I have some watermelon here, and also I've already cut it up. And if you'd like to see a video of me, to show you how to cut it up, just leave me a comment below in the comments and I'll do that for you. Also, we're going to need some grapes. I've got some fresh strawberries here, and everything here is pretty much organic except for the watermelon. I'm going to be slicing up into chunks my strawberries. I have a little kiwi and my blueberries. We'll also have a little bit of honey if we need it, but that will be entirely up to you. We're going to start off by just slicing up our fruit that's going to stay whole. I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but that we're going to go ahead and blend up our watermelon and the grapes. So I'm just going to cut the strawberries up into little chunks, just like that. And then for our kiwi, what you want to do here is just cut off the end right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and peel this down. So once we get our kiwis peeled, I'm just going to go ahead and make slices like this. And then I'm going to cut them, I'll take a pile here and show you. I'm going to cut them in half, and then I'm going to cut them in half again so they're in quarters. Size is about like that. That'll be perfect. You know what I like about slicing up the fruit? You get to test it. That kiwi is really sweet. Okay, so now I'm going to take my watermelon and my grapes. In fact, I know the grapes, because I've already tested them, are pretty sweet. So I'm going to use a little bit more grapes than watermelon. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and blend this up, and then we're going to taste it. I'm going to taste it and see if I need to add that honey. So here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and taste this. Oh boy, that's nice and sweet. That's really good. I think I'm going to leave it just as it is. All right, so now we're going to get our molds, and I'm going to start to fill them with our fruit. Now, you don't want to pack it in. You just want to kind of let it drop in. So I'm going to put a little layer in each one of fruit. Hopefully I don't miss. Get them in there. And it's kind of nice. It looks nice when you put the kiwi kind of like against the wall, I'll call it, of the mold. So it kind of shows after everything's frozen. The reason we don't want to pack them down is we want to make sure that our liquid can get in there. And once we get it filled to where we want it, you can throw in a little more strawberry, just depends on what you want to do. And then we'll take our grape watermelon mixture and we're going to fill it up. Now my little molds have a little line that says fill up to this point. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Another reason why you don't want to put too much fruit in there is you want to be able to get your stick back in there, so you have to kind of push it in. Now the liquid will expand as it freezes, so keep that in mind too. And all we have to do is pop these in the freezer And you know, it takes about 6 hours. It depends on how big your mold is, how long it's going to take, but overnight's always best. And I have some already made, so I'm going to go ahead and pull those out and we'll show you what they look like. So all we have to do is take one of these out when you're ready to eat it and run it under a little bit of hot water or warm water in your sink, and then give it a little squeeze and hopefully it will release. And here you go. Here you can see the popsicle. Look at that. You can see the fruit, you can see the kiwi, the blueberries, and the strawberries. And they taste delicious. Guys, this is super easy. I hope you'll try this recipe. Let me know what you think by leaving me a comment below. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. And for those of you that haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click that button right up there. I'd love to have you as a fan. And thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.